The lighthouse keeper's light. On a rocky cliff overlooking an endless, stormy sea stood an ancient lighthouse. It had guided countless sailors to safety for centuries, its light unwavering even in the fiercest of storms. The villagers nearby whispered that the lighthouse was enchanted, for its keeper had never been seen, and yet its light never dimmed. One cold and windy night, a traveler named Amelia arrived in the village. She was a painter, wandering from place to place in search of inspiration. Hearing the stories of the mysterious lighthouse, she decided to visit it, hoping to capture its magic on canvas. The climb to the lighthouse was treacherous, with sharp rocks and howling winds. By the time Amelia reached the top, her hands were frozen, and her breath came in sharp gasps. But the sight before her was worth every step. The lighthouse stood tall and proud, its beams slicing through the darkness, defying the raging sea below. She pushed open the heavy wooden door, expecting to find a dusty, abandoned interior. Instead, the room was warm and inviting, filled with the soft glow of lanterns. Books lined the walls, and a single chair faced a wide window overlooking the ocean. "Who's there?" came a deep, calm voice. Amelia turned to see an elderly man standing by the great light. His face was weathered, like the rocks outside, but his eyes were sharp and kind. He wore a simple coat, and his presence seemed as timeless as the lighthouse itself. "I'm sorry to intrude," Amelia said. "I've heard stories about this place and about you." The keeper chuckled softly. "People love their mysteries, but the truth is much simpler. I keep the light burning because someone must." Amelia frowned. "But why? No one's seen you for years, and the village thought you might not even exist." The keeper's gaze shifted to the window, where the storm raged on. "The light isn't just for the sailors, it's for those who've lost their way, not just at sea, but in their hearts. Everyone needs a light to guide them home." Amelia felt a pang in her chest. She had been wandering for so long, searching for something she couldn't name. Her paintings, though beautiful, no longer brought her joy. She realized she had been as lost as any sailor in a storm. "Do you ever wish to leave this place?" she asked. The keeper smiled faintly. "The light doesn't just guide others. It guides me too. It reminds me of my purpose." Amelia sat in silence, listening to the rhythmic sound of the waves crashing below. She thought about the light, steady and enduring, and wondered if she could find such clarity in her own life. When dawn broke, the storm had passed. Amelia thanked the keeper and made her way back to the village, but she couldn't forget his words, or the light. In the days that followed, she began painting again, not for fame or recognition, but simply for the joy it brought her. Each stroke of her brush felt like a beam of light cutting through the fog of her mind. The villagers noticed the change in her. Her paintings became brighter, more alive, filled with hope. When they asked about her visit to the lighthouse, she simply said, "Sometimes all we need is a light to guide us." And the lighthouse continued to shine, its keeper unseen, but always present, a steadfast beacon for those seeking their way. May you always find the light that guides you through life's storms.